Hello friends, in previous video I have shown you how to create this form in Google Sheet and how to do CRUD operation by using this button to add, read, update or delete the record from this sheet. And in this video I am going to show you how to build a web page to do CRUD operation similar like this. But it will look very beautiful and professional. So we will going to build this interface with CRUD operation in this video. So now let's create a new sheet. Now let's give the name of this sheet is student information and give this sheet name as students. Now let's give the header of this student sheet column. So first will be ID and then name and class and then section, parent name, contact, address, email, close this, email, date of birth, gender, blood group and admission tag. Now let's open the app script by clicking on this extension, then app script. Now rename this project as student information. So to build the web application, we'll use Bootstrap CSS library to style the web page. So if you do not know about Bootstrap, then just go to the Google and type Bootstrap tutorial. It will open the w3schools.com for the tutorial purpose. So here you can complete this entire tutorial within 1 day. It has all the necessary topics that will help building the web page. So now we will use the AI to create our application so that we can build our application quickly. So you can use ChatGPT or any other AI tools that you are familiar. So here I will use ChatGPT. So write ChatGPT in the Google, it will open and now we'll type the prompt here. So type exact prompt that I am typing here. And now submit the prompt. It has generated the required necessary code that required to build the web page. What ChatGPT says, open the Google app script. It has been opened. Create a new project. Okay. Replace the CoreJS with the provided backend script. Create a HTML file named index.html. Paste the front-end code. Create a sheet named student, which has been already done. So now let's copy the CoreJS backend script. So let's copy it and paste over here. Let's save and then it says create HTML file, index HTML file. So now we create index.html Okay. Now we'll paste this index.html code over here. I will share the prompt in my video description, so you can copy from there and use it in your case. So now let's run this. So first we have to deploy it. Click on this deploy button and then new deployment. We'll select this setting icon and there web page, and then here we will write student information, and here we will type anyone and then deploy. Give the necessary authorization, allow. Okay, done. We'll again click on this deploy and then test deployment. Now let's run this. Okay, page is okay. See, page is open. Now if we click on this add, it should open the form, and if we write anything over here, class maybe post section A, parent name, just writing random data, address, okay, email, okay, date of birth, let's give the date of birth, okay, gender male, blood group positive, O positive, and let's submit the form. Okay, the form has submitted. See, great. So within a few minutes we have created this page, and see the record has been displayed over here. Now let's understand the code that ChatGPT has given. So here the first line in Code.js, it's written let's seat name student. So this is the seat name. Then it's write function doGet. So this function doGet function is the main function. Like in C we have main function. So here the doGet is the main function for the entry point of the HTML page. So whenever this HTML this web page is called, it first go to the doGet function. So here we can see that it's written this line of code. So it returns HTML service. So what is HTML service? You may consider it as the controller that provide the HTML services. HTML services dot create HTML output from file. So this function, what it will do? It will create the HTML output from the file that is written in this parenthesis, that is index. So index, this is the file index. Oh, I have done some mistake over here. It will be only, so this is the index file. So whatever the code written in this index file, it will return the content of this index file as an HTML output, and then it will set the title of this file with student record. See, this is the title, student record. So the next line is set X-frame option mode. By default, Google prevent web applications from being embedded in an iframe. So this line changes the behavior by allowing any domain embed web app using an iframe. Useful if we are embedding this web app into another site or application. So it's required, and now here we will write another line of code to make it responsive. Dot add metadata meta tag. Then here we'll write view point port viewport, and then comma, and then width equal to device width, and then comma, and then initial scale equal to 1, and then save. So now let's see the another function. So this function include function. This function in this application it is not required, but ChatGPT has written, so it's not required. So here get all students. So don't know about this line of code, you may watch my previous video so you can understand each of this line. So in the first line of this function, it's fetching the seat by seat name, and then it's grab the all data from that seat, and then it return the data to the index.html file. So let's see the index.html. So here let's see the code. So the first code, it has written import the jQuery, and then it has import the Bootstrap CSS and then Bootstrap JS file. From this line up to the script, this line of code is responsible for displaying the web page, and in now the script. So let's see the script. So first, when the document is loaded, it call the load table. Load this function load table when document fully load. So this is the function. So here what it do is that it call the Google app script. Which function? This function, get all student. So this get all student is this function, get all student. When this function is called, it return the all student from the student set with data to the variable response, and this response data is decoded, is parsed in a variable all student. So this all student is a global variable. So now this all students has been sliced to rows, and then each rows is displayed over here. So we can see that this line of this table is not looking so great. So now let's fix this. So we'll copy this line of code and we'll go to the ChatGPT and we'll paste over here and say this table is not looking professional and also not fully responsive. Okay, so now it will write the necessary code over here. So what it says replace your existing table HTML and JS and JavaScript section. This is the HTML code of the table. So we'll copy this and we'll paste over here. See, over here. Okay, we'll paste over here, and then we'll copy this load table function, and then we'll paste over here. Okay, now set. And also it says for styling purpose, we'll copy this and we'll paste above the body inside the header here, then save. And now just refresh and see, now it's look better. So this load table function is responsible for displaying the table, displaying the record in the table. And okay, we just align it, and this clear function is responsible to clear the form. So let's check it. If you write anything over here and if you click on the clear, it cleared the data from the field. And this is the edit function. So this function is responsible when you click on this edit button, So if you click on the edit button, the data populate over here is due to of this function. And this is the delete function. This function is responsible for this delete button over here. We click on here, it will ask, are you sure on to delete? If you click on this, it will delete the record. See? So this is AppScript function responsible for deleting the record. So I have discussed all this in my previous video. So please watch my previous video to understand this code. And now this student form, and now this function is responsible for the submit button over here. So let's enter some other data over here. Let's enter another. See? And this is the function responsible for saving the data of the student and also update the data of the student. And this function search input, and this function is responsible for search. So if you write over here Emily, see that this worked great. So now let's fix one thing, that whenever we click on this submit button, it should disable this submit button. So for that, what we can do is that we'll go to this student form .submit, and here we will access this submit button by ID submit button. So for that, let's create a variable constant submit button equal to document dot get by ID. So ID is this, and then we'll write submit btn dot inner HTML equal to, please wait. Then again we'll write submit btn dot disable equal to true, and after submitting it will return to its normal position. Submit here false. So let's refresh this, and now if we add, and if we let's add another, okay, and let's see the button has been disabled. Let's okay, here let's be female. Okay, click on this. Okay, one thing guys, on clicking the edit button, the date is not fetched properly. So let's fix that. So now this code is responsible for fetching the date. So let's copy this and paste over here, and we will say the DOB and this admission date are not populated in the form. Please fix. So now it will fix the problem. So now let's copy this and replace over here. Replace the function. Now save. Now refresh. And now if we click on this edit button, it's just showing the date. So now let's change some data and let update. It should update the data. See, the update has been populated over here. So friends, in this way you can build application that is simple. This is the simple application within a few minutes, but you have to give a accurate prompt to the AI. And on important thing guys, the AI can generate the code with different function name and different variable name, but the concept will be same. So give the prompt and learn to edit the code as per your requirement. If you want to learn line by line code, then please give your valuable comment in the comment box.